Enjoy golf. Enjoy the ball.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
Best Marquette games ever, brought to you by Saganiac Planning. Most memorable ever, if you consider the most famous postgame photo, February 5th, 1974, 59-58, Marquette over Wisconsin on a last-second 20-foot shot by Maurice Lucas. The still famous photo has a joyous Al McGuire jumping on the scorer's table, and the father of the opposing team's talented twin sons responding with a half a peace sign or the middle finger. And Maurice Lucas saying, Coach Al would have been hiding under that table if I had made that shot. If you're a company owner offering medical insurance for your employees, you may be sick and tired of the constant increase in rates or change in benefits. Now's the time to take a look at a different type of plan. At Saganiac Planning, it's called level funding, an opportunity to keep premiums low and possibly receive a return of your premiums. For more information, call John Saganiac Jr. Level Funding, 262-783-6161. Saganiac Planning, a name synonymous with employee benefits and top-notch service.
Southbound 41, still heavy from Appleton Avenue down to about Hampton. Northbound's going to be slow from Watertown Plank Road all the way up to Hampton. Westbound 94 filling in now. We got delays from 27th Street all the way to Mitchell Boulevard. Eastbound still looking pretty good, though. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Today, mostly sunny, hot, very humid. Scattered thunderstorms mainly to the north, a high of 94. The heat index up to 105. Tonight, mainly clear and humid, a low of 77. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Hey, this is Homer. You're listening to the home of Marquette basketball. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Showtime. The right way to start your day. This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
So in what way would I not be a good roommate?
The disposition you currently have?
I'm very insulted.
Well, as you can see, I've got a bit of a problem here.
Well, if I hear you correctly, and I think that I do, my advice to you is to finish your meal, pay your check, leave here, and never mention this to anyone again.
I'm getting some information here on the private talking text line about Jen's roommate habits.
I'm a good roommate.
You keep garbage in the corner?
Every woman does that.
Can't be done, huh?
The switch?
The switch.
Can't be done.
I wonder.
Do you realize in the entire history of Western civilization, no one has successfully accomplished the roommate switch?
If my roommate wants to get into a bleeping match on this, I got a long list.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios at the Avenue with Gabe Neitzel and Mark Chamorro. Here's Jen Latta.
Running her mouth, she wants to ride it, she's trying to hide it. I'm cool as ever, she's too excited. Her man look like he wanna fight, he ain't doing nothing but running his mouth. Talk about it, we all about it. They making plans, we sit and count. Our chairs stacked just like a mountain. You heard about it, she running her mouth, she wants to ride it.
In 2024, league-wide accuracy for Major League Baseball umpires. Well, let me ask you this. What percentage accuracy do you want for your Major League Baseball umpires, gang?
Can we just do a little, what do they call it, housekeeping?
Sure, yeah.
Do you have anything to say?
No. Why would I have anything to say?
He jinxed him. Absolutely jinxed him.
Oh, really?
Absolutely. And I told him to stop.
Because we talked about it.
Josh?
I literally said all I did was state factual information.
It was kind of, Ms. over. Ms. over. Put it on the poll.
But here's the thing. Let me get to what I'm going to get to here, because what percentage accuracy do you want from your Major League Baseball umpires?
100%.
Well, yeah, of course. But what would you...
Realistically, 95%.
Last year, 2024, league-wide average was 94%. Pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what the accuracy number was for the guy behind the plate last night?
They already have those report cards out?
Yeah. 89%. How do we feel about an 89% accuracy behind the plate in a one-run game where the Brewers were one win away from George Webb?
Was it fair? Because when we go into a game, I go into a high school game, and the refs are. If they're bad, just be consistently bad. That's fine.
Okay.
I'm okay. You guys okay with that? Consistently bad is fine. Even in an NFL game. Pass interference, terrible call. Okay, the other side, pass interference, terrible call.
I just hate watching a game, guys, where it's late in the game, you're living and dying by every pitch. Brewers are in this one, right? And to your point, we will talk about Mizorowski, who obviously had to leave maybe earlier than some fans wanted him to leave because they're playing the long game with their pitchers as opposed to the micro. But I'm watching the game late, and by the way, I stayed up way too late to watch the game because I thought it's a one-run game. They could still pull this off, and we could be celebrating George Webb time, and I don't want to miss that. There were too many pitches for me, Gabe, late in the game. They were outside the zone and were being called strikes.
Yeah, it stinks, but you got to have more than 2 hits. They had plenty of opportunities.
Well, you shouldn't have ran your mouth yesterday. You shouldn't have ran your mouth.
I didn't run my mouth.
Because if you didn't run your mouth, they got 10 hits.
I didn't run my mouth.
Josh.
All I did was say that, hey, they're within 1. I'm feeling good because Miz is on the mound. I wasn't counting my burger.
It? Did you listen to yesterday?
I did, yeah. Mm-hmm.
He was...
I was excited because the Brewers had the best record in baseball. They had won 11 in a row on the doorstep of potentially getting everybody in the city some free hamburgers.
I pride myself on accountability.
But I did not say...
You're trying to make this grand point here, and now you're lying to all our faces.
When did he become your complete ally on the show?
Well, he hasn't been your ally in years, so...
I go from producer.
It's not necessarily my ally. It's just him on the opposite side of you.
If we weren't to talk about it, we wouldn't be doing our jobs.
So you wanted me to be completely silent yesterday?
You can't gush.
I can't be excited when my team wins 11 in a row?
Of course you can. Of course you can.
No, Chewy's telling me I can't.
No, of course you can. You can, and of course having Miz on the mound yesterday, I felt really good going into it as well.
And that wasn't the problem. Pitching wasn't the problem. Turns out you got to win. You got to score a run to win a baseball game.
See, what you said on the show yesterday wanted me to, shart and farter?
Yeah, Yeah, I know what you're saying. You were rooting for this outcome so you could throw it in my face. Yes, you were.
I'm a shart and farter. No, because we would have had a segment where I wouldn't have had to work today because we're going to have a George Webb guy on, and I could sit back and take a break. Now I can't.
So you weren't rooting for that.
You would have been more invested than anybody in that interview. You're interested. You're interested about how the finances of
it's fascinating.
Giving away 100,000 burgers and what that does and what that looks like and the order process of getting all the burgers, the onions, the pickles, the buns.
They won. George Webb?
George
Well,
Webb.
yeah, because they get all the advertising, they get all the storylines, they get all the people talking about him, get people excited, and it stinks that it went down the way that it did. I'm with you, Gabe. I was super jacked because I was like, Mizorowski on the mound. Oh, by the way, swung over to Potawatomi. The line for his strikeouts, 6.5.
Crept over it.
6.5.
Crept over it.
What do you have?
7.
Through 3 innings?
Yes.
Yeah, 3
He's
and 2/3.
He's pretty.
Yeah.
He's good.
Yeah. So we nailed that one, which was nice. Got a little greedy though. There was a 7.5 one there. I was like, I'll just throw something down on the 7.5 as well. Did not obviously hit that one, but again, went out early because they're playing the long game with him. They want him available. They have this innings count on Mizorowski because you want him available for the postseason. I get it. And again, I had to do that thing where I talked to myself like, it's fine. Again, the long game is what we're playing here. We want him available in the postseason. We don't need but it wasn't a. You know, Gabe, how you talk about there being unimportant games or like insignificant games or all. It wasn't that. It was, because we had the burgers riding on it.
Yeah, but they don't care about the burgers riding on it.
Care about the burgers.
I bet the players are
Yeah,
upset.
I bet they were bummed, which
Well,
is why
yeah,
I
they
go
wanna win
back
as many
to
as
Yeah.
they want.
which is why I go back to the strike zone, which is what Murph was doing at the end of the game. I don't know if you saw him, getting a little animated, getting a little frustrated with the way that the balls and strikes were being called. Because again, it felt like the strike zone. And Chewy, to your point, I got to go back and look, but I do know that on some of those outside pitches, they were an inch. And again, you got the report card. They show it. They put it out 7 hours ago on Twitter, and it shows this one 1.5 inches off the plate, 1.5 inches off the plate, 1.5 inches off the plate. So that's where you're like, okay, come on. Like in a 1-run game, you got to be locked in.
Do you call the strike? I mean, in a game like this,
No, I mean, you just call your strike zone. Like you're not.
you don't. You
Whatever,
don't lean
whatever,
towards
whatever you think your zone, whatever your zone is what your zone is.
Really?
Like I don't think you're changing it.
Because we used to go to Dallas back in the day.
Yeah.
And Holmgren would always say, "Look, they're going to get 2 calls.
Yeah.
They're going to get 2 calls. Just it's the home team, and that's the way it works. You can't get frustrated by it. But do you err? I don't know. If I was an umpire and it's close, I'm calling it a strike instead of a ball.
If it's off the plate, or if I mean, obviously,
If
he
it's
thinks
what's an
he
inch
thinks
and a
it's-
half,
Yeah,
though?
exactly. Not much. He thinks it, obviously the umpire thought he was on the plate, so I called it a strike.
I don't know.
But even there was that one pitch that Mizorowski thought was the strike, and he called it a ball.
Yeah.
And he I don't know if you saw the highlight, but he ran off thinking,
Oh, he was out.
and then they were like, come on back.
Yeah.
I got him out on the next pitch, so it worked out well.
Yeah, it wasn't that big of a deal.
So are you telling me you're in favor of electronic balls and strikes?
Oh, I think ABS is coming next year.
Really? That
Yeah,
quickly?
I think it's coming next year.
Well, they had it in the All-Star game.
So then what do they do with the home plate umpire?
Oh, he's still there, but it's just he's calling balls and strikes, and then you can challenge balls and strikes. Is the system they'll probably set up. It's what they did during spring training. It's what they had there.
I don't know if I like that.
And it's super quick. You remember?
Is it?
Why? That's what they do. I was just going to say that.
Yeah, but they did everything. Every call in Wimbledon this year was made electronically. They didn't have line judges at all.
Really?
So they got rid of that. But remember when somebody would challenge, everybody starts clapping?
Yeah.
And then they would show the replay? The replay takes 2 seconds. It's like...
All right, as long as it doesn't slow the
hitter,
game up too much.
Either the hitter or the pitcher just kind of taps their cap, and then they go, okay, we're going to go to the replay. We look up to the Jumbotron, and they do the ball coming in.
I don't know if I'd want to umpire. Really? I mean, what if you got 7 of those things in a game? You're like...
But again, you just said king of accountability over here. Isn't that
Yeah, but I was
exactly what?
Again, holding
Your
himself
Honor.
accountable.
I rest my case.
No, he just showed accountability, admitting that
don't
he was
know.
lying.
Yeah. Just go to it full time. It's fine. A full time. Why not?
So I like
Instead
what
of
Gabe was saying from a philosophical standpoint, guys. I like what Gabe was saying because last night stayed up later than I would have liked to watch the end of the game because, again, it's a 1-run game. If they're down 5, I maybe go to bed a little earlier. But I thought, hey, at any point, somebody gets a guy on, they hit a dinger. When Jackson Churio was up, I thought, here we go. This is going to be it. They're going to go ahead and they're going to win this game, and then there'll be burgers for everybody. I understand the long term. I understand playing the long game. But, man, I got to do some mental gymnastics, Gabe. I know you said it comes a lot easier to you. I got to do some mental gymnastics during these games to remind myself that this game yesterday was not the end-all, be-all. As I said, more important than other random games in June or July because the burgers were on the line. But, how are you doing with that, Brewers fans? How are you doing with the idea of, gosh, I would have liked to have seen Mizorowski out there a little bit longer. I think he wanted to stay out there, but they're trying to keep him under this innings number because they want him to be available for the playoffs and whatnot. How are you doing philosophically, Brewers fans, navigating that?
But I mean, it's not the first time we've had to deal with this. The kid was throwing no hitters in his first 2 outings.
Yeah,
and they're taking him out of games.
This is all about the end of the season.
Yeah, it's just oh, that's a bummer. And it'd be different if the Brewers bullpen wasn't lights out, but the Brewers bullpen is lights out and is really good. And they did what they were supposed to do last night, right? It was the offense that let them down.
So what are people's levels of disappointment then? If you can use the long game balm on the burn, are you okay? Are we good this morning? No burgers. 100,000 burgers sit unmade. We're good?
Yeah, I'm fine. I mean, it's a bummer. Would I have preferred the free burger from George Webb? Absolutely. But I don't know. Go out there and you win the series against Seattle today, and you keep plugging along.
If there were no burgers on the line, this is again, who cares? We got 61 left. Fine.
Wow.
Right?
I can't believe you knew that.
Well, it was 100. It was a nice, even, round number.
No, you said 62 yesterday.
Well, yeah, because then they played.
I remember.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, but again, that was yesterday. Your short-term memory is where you struggle.
Fair.
So the
Fair.
fact that you remembered I said that yesterday, take that off, we can reach you.
If you had to guess, will there be another streak? Will there be another 10-game streak this season? Another 10-game win streak? Really?
No.
Because in that win streak, they beat the Dodgers twice.
Which is insane.
Oh, sure, but they're not going to play teams. Again, maybe the Dodgers aren't who we thought they were. I guess that's a distinct possibility. I don't think so, but maybe. We're going to play a bunch of teams that are not as good as the Dodgers. Is there a chance you string it together?
It's hard,
No,
right, Gabe?
it's so hard. Like, the Brewers have only gotten a winning streak this long 4 other times in team history. Like, winning 10 games in a row in baseball is insane. It's outrageous. There's a reason why George Webb sets it at 12. Because it's not happening all the time. Like, they got to 8 earlier this year. Like, yeah, could they win again, for a week straight? Sure. But, yeah, I don't think we're getting double digits.
That'll probably be the longest streak in Major League Baseball this year. I mean, I know the Red Sox got to 10.
The Red Sox got to 10.
But I
Brewers
doubt.
getting to 11. Again, it's rare that double-digit win streaks happen. That's why they catch the note and the attention of everybody throughout the league when you pull something like this off. I mean, if you get to 6 or 7, hottest team in the league. So no, they're not going to win double digits in a row again.
Put it on the Jen, Gabe, and Chewy Twitter poll this morning, the Infinity Exteriors poll this morning. Will the Brewers see another double-digit win streak this year, or was that the opportunity? I wonder how fans are feeling this morning. I want to hear from fans, 800-990-3776, and hear how they are feeling this morning after the Brewers dropped a game last night to the Seattle Mariners, 1-0. Mizorowski went 3 2/3, still had 7 strikeouts in that outing. He is so fun to watch, and he was chuckling at times at some of the battles, at some of the guys. They're fouling him off. He's laughing, going, "Oh, you got that one, did you? Oh, you got around on that. Okay." Like it was cute to watch. It was fun to watch, and those are the tiny moments I think that you take away as you're sitting there investing your time in it. Because again, at the end of the day, they lose the game, we lose the burgers, and now the win streak has to start over. 800-990-3776. So how are you feeling this morning about the Brewers dropping that game? Gabe, I guess you're telling people don't feel too bad. Let it go, move on. A lot of baseball left.
There's another game today, 2:40. Got to lock in, got to win that one. Because again, now you're tied with the Chicago Cubs. This win streak got you to the best record in baseball, got you a game ahead of Chicago. And now the next 2+ months, just a little over 2 months, it's going to be a battle for the division. That's going to be fun. Cubs come here next week. Got to play good baseball between now and then.
Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Cubs at AmFam Field. They got an off day tomorrow and then Miami. And then, of course, they got that big celebration at AmFam on Friday afternoon.
No, Friday afternoon they're doing 25 years of baseball at American Family Field. So they've got a bunch of alumni coming in. They're doing an alumni home run derby before the game, all over the ballpark. A lot of the people coming in for the home run derby available for autographs.
That stadium's 25 years old already?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Time for a new one?
No. They're pouring more money into it.
Okay.
They're just going to keep it up to date, and it's fantastic. It's great.
No, it's a great stadium.
800-990-3776. Phone lines lighting up. Let us know how you're feeling this morning about the Brewers losing that game to the Mariners and having to start all over again for the win streak. Gabe?
Let me tell you about something I did for my golf game. I joined a club, and I joined the Wisconsin Country Club. I love it out there because of the golf course. It is absolutely fantastic. I also love the practice area. We've got a great driving range, a couple of short game areas, of course, a putting green, and the golf is the main reason why I joined. But maybe you're looking to join a country club for other things other than golf. We've got great tennis, pickleball, and a pool for the kids, Sunday fun days. No assessments, no food and beverage minimums. So what are you waiting for? Find out more information. Get started today at thewisconsincountryclub.com. It's just a fairway away.
More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
Southbound on 41 backing up from Appleton Avenue all the way down to Capitol now. Northbound's backing up from Mayfair Road all the way up to Hampton. And westbound 94 tightening up just a bit right through the stadium interchange to Mitchell Boulevard. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Today mostly sunny, hot, very humid. Scattered thunderstorms mainly to the north. A high of 94 with a heat index up to 105. Tonight mainly clear and humid. A low of 77. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Looking for the best spot to hang out at the Wisconsin State Fair? Head to Left's Miller Lite Sports Bar and Grill on the corner of Grandstand Avenue and 2nd Street. Enjoy the best music lineup at the fair, plus crowd favorites like French onion cheese curds and meatloaf and mash bomb pops. Join the Taste Great Less Filling contest daily at 3 p.m. to win Brewers tickets, and don't miss the Miller Lite Toast from 5:30 to 7:15. Catch 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee broadcasting live on August 4th and 5th with chances to win swag, prizes, and more. For more details, visit lefts.com, and we'll see you at Left's Miller Lite Sports Bar and Grill.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners, so they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
Forget average. At Exterior Pros, they bring the heat. They're not here to meet standards. They're here to smash them. From the first swing of the hammer to the final reveal, they're leveling up your home with every window, every shingle, and every single detail. This isn't just a remodel. It's a glow-up for your house. Built tough, built beautiful, built to turn heads. Want in? Let's go. Lock in your project now and save $3,000. Exterior Pros, where bold meets built. Trust the pros and visit extpros.com or call 262-800-4274.
Hey, Jen Latta here, and as a client of the We Sell Group, I can tell you firsthand, Rob and Nick make the home buying and selling process easier. Right now, school's out, and that means it's the perfect time to list your home. The market is challenging and inventory is tight, but you don't have to face it alone. Rob and Nick are pros. They take the stress off your plate so you can focus on your family, your summer, and just breathe. Contact Rob and Nick to see what your home might be worth in this market. Connect today at wesell.kw.com. That's wesell.kw.com.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
What was a rebound? What did you just say?
Robust.
Robust.
You could say robust. Doesn't robust sound like a nice word of saying just a click below fat?
No, buddy, you're not fat. You're rebound.
Well, Charles Barkley.
There's another
round mound of rebound.
On 94.5 ESPN.
Maybe we're just trying too hard when really it's closer than it is here.
Reaction rolling into the Brewers dropping that game yesterday, and the fan base missing out on George Webb burgers. Allen says, no biggie that the crew dropped one. Don't get too high, don't get too low. People who get too high have young fan arrogance. Amber weighing in saying, while I'm disappointed in the loss and not hitting the 12-game streak, I agree with Gabe. They need to play good baseball the remainder of the season to advance and be prepared for a potential October run. And Katie says, I'm more mad at myself for how tired I am this morning staying up to watch the game. That's the overwhelming emotion today. Let's go out to the phone lines. And we begin this morning with Clinton in Hales Corners. Good morning, Clinton. How you feeling about the Brewers dropping that game and missing out on burgers?
Good morning. How are you guys doing overall?
Doing great.
All right. So here's my perspective. You have a choice to be a negative Nancy about this, or you can be a positive Peggy. I'm going to choose positivity. Positive Peggy. I am choosing
I've never heard that,
positivity.
sorry.
No, it's something we were. I used to work grounds crew with the Brewers, and that was something that we were coining. Like, what's the opposite of a negative Nancy? It's got to be a positive Peggy.
All right, I like it.
There you go. So my positive take on this is we may not have gotten there, but if you think about it, for a day, we were the top of the national. Not only did we have top of the National League, we were the best record in all of baseball. We're still in first place. We may be sharing it now with the Cubs, but we're still in first place. There is a lot to build on from where we're at. If you really want to think about who have to be the most negative Nancys right now in the league, actually it goes to Detroit, because Detroit has now dropped 2 to the Pirates. That is going to be a tough thing to come back from. That is a hard pill to swallow, especially against one of the worst, the worst team in the National League, at least from the Central, from our side. So I don't know. I'm still riding a high. It might be, it's a moment of disappointment. Not to say we could do the streak again. I don't think it's possible, but it's not out of reach. It is, as you said, a very hard achievement to do. But I think there's a lot more to look forward to this season. There's been a lot of surprises. It's not out of the realm of possibility that this crew is still pulling together something special.
Thank you so much for the call. Appreciate you. Matt weighing in on the Carbless Talking text line says, am I sad the streak is over? Yeah. But am I happy we're only a couple days away from Central Time Zone for viewing? Also, yeah.
Also, yes. Although today's not too bad, 2:40 with the afternoon game. And the Brewers do still have the best record in baseball. Brewers and Cubs have the best record in baseball. They are tied in first place in Central.
Let's go out to Pete, who is also waiting patiently on the line. Pete in Milwaukee, good morning. How are you feeling about the Brewers' loss last night?
Good morning, everyone. One loss is fine. I don't know, and maybe it's come up at some point, but have the Brewers ever had the best record in the majors this 100 games into the season?
Last time they had the best record this late was 1982.
I said late 70s, early 80s, possibly. But, I mean, what a great run they're having. Let it go. Everything's fine. Clinton just said positive Peggy. I was going to say, and my boys and I at home, with all the nicknames that Murphy throws around, does Sal Frelick have a nickname? Because I started calling him Pigpen, and I was hoping that would stick because he is always in the middle of the dirt, rolling around like an 8-year-old kid, and I love it. He plays hard. He plays the right way. He's one of the Brewers that's fun to watch. And does he have a nickname? And if not, I'm proposing Pigpen.
Appreciate it.
Not aware of a nickname.
He's a BC guy.
He is a BC guy.
He's a grinder.
He is a BC guy.
He is just a grinder.
BC guys are grinders.
Yeah.
Everybody knows
couldn't pick out Sal Frelick if he sat on your lap.
You know who my favorite player is? Sal Frelick. You're right. I probably couldn't.
By the way,
this is why A.J. Dillon was his favorite Packers player as well.
Sal's scheduled to return on Friday. So if you want to go more positive, Peggy, him returning to the lineup, we're getting closer and closer to that.
Chef Ed weighing in saying, truthfully, I am kind of bummed. Sorry, that was not a burger pun happening there. No fun for my flipping burgers. I guess Chef Ed was going to volunteer.
Yeah, he was going to
also help out.
The one right by us here on MLK.
Well, the one that Strofe and Will went and sat in front of with their sign. And I mean, if you're looking for a jinx, guys, if we're looking for somebody to blame, feels like
that's your
you
boy.
haven't seen it.
What?
Will and Strofe.
Will's got a new nickname. I gave it to him.
Hey, cough button over there. Good Lord.
I couldn't get to the water. But he's got a new nickname, too. I gave it when I asked him if he's been fired yet
Positive
in front
Peggy?
of a lot of people. Got a good laugh.
Pigpen?
No, Will I am. That's pretty good, right?
Paul in Menominee Falls. You're on.
Fine Young Cannibals? Right?
What band? What Fine
band?
Young Cannibals. Black Eyed Peas.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
It's black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
That's Wiz Khalifa, not a group. Paul, what's up?
Don't look at me to get you out of the things you're saying they're wrong.
Paul, good morning. How you feeling about the Brewers' loss last night?
I'm feeling great about them. How about you guys?
Oh, I love them.
Yeah.
Love them.
Yeah. No, it was one of those nights, like, the thing that sucked was waiting up that late and just waiting for that offense to come around and not getting the hits. And the strike zone being miserable, obviously. But, I mean, having a pitching staff like we do, having Murph, I feel great about this team.
Yeah, and now you get to see Quinn Priester today. That's the fun part. You got another good pitcher going out there today. Not as good as the Miz, obviously, but when you have the staff that the Brewers do, and you are just that strong 1 through 5, and still have more reinforcements coming that are injured that are working their way back, just makes every day fun. There's never gonna have to grind our way through this one. Hopefully, this guy doesn't give up too many runs. It's a really good rotation, 1 through 5.
But they're not going to get Suarez.
Do you think they are going to or not?
No.
Okay,
he's too popular. There's too many other teams out there.
Although I did see the Brewers,
money.
there was a list. It might have been from MLB.com where it was an analyst who was saying, here are the teams that are most likely in line for it. And the Brewers were one of them. I think there were only 3 on that one. Now, I saw another one where the Brewers were not. So it just depends on the analyst at this point.
Percentage. Gabe?
15.
I mean, it helps that they've lost 2 games in a row. Because he has to become available first.
I know, but he's
hot
guy.
But that's the first bar you have to clear, Chew, is
they gotta let
is he available?
Yes, I
right?
know.
It's the same thing when we were talking about any pass rusher that we were just dreaming about this offseason. Guess what? TJ Watt got locked up.
Yeah.
Miles Garrett got locked up. Trey Hendrickson probably not actually going to end up going anywhere. So step one is this guy going to actually be available? I think 75% he becomes available. The Diamondbacks got to get hot here again if he doesn't become available.
So 75% he becomes available, and then what percentage?
75% he becomes available.
And what percent that the Brewers get him? I'm saying 15.
He's like the hot.
They're going to be one of 3 teams. I think they get if he becomes available. 33. Them, the Cubs, and I mean the Yankees are always involved in just about everything. They could use some help on the left side of their infield.
I have a related question.
Yeah.
Does Chewy get more enjoyment out of anything else other than raining on a parades? It seems to be a passion.
Like everybody, we just literally earlier this segment
positivity
coined. We heard the phrase that we are stealing, by the way, of positive. Pegging.
Hold on. What did I try to sell earlier in the show that you guys laughed at me? What was the word I used? I called myself it. Oh, accountability. I'm not accountable, but I am a realist. Am I not a realist?
Okay, so
I am a realist.
We've gone from I'm accountable to I'm not accountable.
Well, that way I tried selling.
I just want you to know the whiplash that I have over here trying to follow your stream of consciousness.
And part of being a realist is being, what'd you call me, Debbie Downer?
I will say this. I'll give you this. You like to think of yourself as a realist.
I think I'm a realist.
You said yesterday you could hit 103 miles per hour.
I didn't say 103. I said 95.
I can't believe we're not going to force you to get in the cage, by the way. I can't believe that you were like, I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to.
No.
Chewy's
if you
favorite
listen
thing.
to what I said.
I did.
I said, if
he
puts it down the pipe at 95 miles an hour,
no chance.
I'm making contact.
No chance.
If I'm in a cage and I get the timing.
I love that you're like, if you throw it exactly where I want you to throw it, I can hit 95.
Because Joshy said if Miz is throwing his slider,
I still think it's a swing and a miss. Still think it's a swing and a miss. We got to get to Adam Schefter. He's coming up next on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. And you mentioned Trey Hendrickson. We can ask him about Trey Hendrickson and the latest. Apparently, he's in Florida right now. I do love this reaction on the YouTube stream that said, it's not about the burgers. It's about the journey. Thank you, Mr. Fantasy. Jen, Gabe, and Chewy rolls on after this. You might remember me talking about the first time I saw a sauna at the Wisconsin State Fair. We've all had that moment walking through the Expo Center thinking, kind of want to have that. Should I buy it? Well, yes, I should. And that's what I did with the infrared sauna from Good Health Saunas. Total game changer when it comes to my health and wellness. It helps me recover after workouts. It gives me more energy and flexibility. My skin and my hair look better than ever, and the detox benefits are huge, especially, guys, with how much I travel during the football season. You should get out to the Expo Center as well at this year's Wisconsin State Fair, or visit goodhealthsaunas.com/Jen and get $500 to $800 off your purchase at Good Health Saunas. Do it today.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy are back after this on 94.5 ESPN.
Still moving a little bit slowly on southbound 41 from Appleton Avenue all the way down to about Hampton. The northbound side slows down basically from Mayfair Road all the way up to Hampton. The rest of the system is still looking pretty quiet. East-westbound 94 looking pretty good in and out.
I'm in the car. I'm
going
going to be getting out here
and
shortly.
43 north and southbound nice and clear. And checking the TMJ4 storm team forecast today. Mostly sunny, hot, and very humid. Scattered thunderstorms mainly to the north. A high of 94 with a heat index up to 105. Tonight, mainly clear and humid. A low only getting down to 77. Weather is brought to you by Infinity Exteriors, dedicated to saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Mother Nature can be unpredictable. Your roof, siding, and windows shouldn't be. We install peace of mind with transparency and quality guaranteed. Visit infinityexteriors.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
At Tony Wendorf and Associates First Weber Real Estate Services, we believe in the human side of real estate. For us, it's faith, family, and friends in that order. We live that every single day. We move fast, negotiate with confidence, and communicate clearly so our clients win. We operate from a place of gratitude, having donated nearly $200,000 back to our community since 2020. You deserve a team that delivers a luxury experience no matter the price point. Tony Wendorf and Associates, trusted knowledge, superior service. Contact us today at wendorfteam.firstweber.com.
For your next night out, revel in the fusion of artistry and flavor with Sushi at St. Kate, offering guests an elevated experience where freshness and creativity converge in every bite. St. Kate the Arts Hotel introduces an exciting new sushi menu to its culinary repertoire. Indulge in the finest seafood, freshest ingredients, and expert craftsmanship for an inspired and delectable dining journey. Experience the art of sushi at St. Kate and learn more at stkatearts.com.
This is an ad by BetterHelp.
Workplace stress is now a leading cause of declining mental health, with 61% of the global workforce feeling it more than ever. You can't escape work, but you can take small steps to take care of yourself. A walk, some sun, a favorite song, and therapy. Ongoing support to build resilience for whatever your day throws at you. Balance is tough, but getting help shouldn't be. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/timeout.
Hey ESPN Milwaukee fans, Brian Balaga here for Surfside. Summer is heating up, and there's nothing more refreshing than an ice-cold Surfside iced tea and vodka or Surfside lemonade and vodka to break the heat. Made with real brewed tea and real vodka, Surfside is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, and 0 bubbles. That's right, no carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy no matter what your plans are this weekend. Look for the can with the sunset stripes, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Must be 21. Please drink responsibly.
Ready to escape to a resort that has it all? The Island Resort and Casino is your total thrill getaway, where championship golf, a luxury spa, world-class gaming, and epic entertainment come together. Tee it up at Sweetgrass and Sage Run. Unwind at the Drift Spa. Dine, play, win, repeat. Go all in on an unforgettable getaway. Book your total experience today at islandresortandcasino.com.
Everyone's go-to source for all NFL news.
And we're going to get right to some breaking news here that just came down. This tweet from Adam Schefter.
Adam's on the phone. Adam, you got more news? What do you got? They're going with another move, and he was the man who knows all, Adam Schefter.
It's ESPN NFL insider Adam Schefter.
I would just say that right now I think all options are on the table. I think that they went through that trade thing and they talked to teams, and it's not like those talks are shut down, but they didn't go anywhere. And when they don't go anywhere, it opens up the possibility that he could be back.
Adam Schefter on JGC is sponsored by Island Resort and Casino. Gaming, casual, and fine dining. 2 golf courses, a luxury spa, and live entertainment. Your total experience is at the Island. Also brought to you by Tony Wendorf and Associates. First Weber Real Estate Services. The real estate MVPs of Wisconsin. Get started today at wendorfteam.firstweber.com.
Schefter in the car today, coming to us from his vehicle. Looks like someone's driving him, which is awesome. Adam Schefter, how are you doing today, bud?
Jen, your hair and skin have never looked better.
Thank you so much. That's my good health son. I appreciate it.
Hold on. Hold. You're driving in the car and still looking at the stream.
He's not driving.
Oh, he has a driver.
Or
have one of those.
Literally
Could
just
have one of
said
those
that.
invisible. I could have one of those invisible drivers. Right?
Creeps me out. Would you ride in a car that didn't have a driver, Adam?
Very hesitantly, Jen.
I'd be like, how soon do I have to be where I'm going? And knowing me, I'm going to be running late, so I probably have to get in the car no matter what. We will continue getting people's reaction to the Brewers' loss last night. Still a lot coming in on the Carbless Talk and text line. But I want to begin with this, Adam Schefter. Jordan Love ranked 68th, according to that NFL.com ranking, the top 100 players. It's a fall for Jordan. Last year, he was 34th. Is that fair that he dropped from 34 to 68? And does that feel about where you think Jordan Love, quarterback of our Green Bay Packers, should be?
I guess it's good for a conversation on the show this morning. I couldn't care less about whether Jordan Love was ranked 31st last year or 64th or 8th this year. Like, it doesn't mean anything to me. Is it a reflection on what we saw from him last year in a categorical form? I guess it is. I think everybody could agree that there were times when he played well last year. There were times he didn't. And I think everybody knows that the talent is there, the upside is there, but he has to stop making some of the mistakes and turnovers that he made last year that were costly, that led for him to fall in that insignificant poll to in the 60s somehow. Like, it's just another way of saying he needs to be a little bit better this year, that he didn't play as well as he has. And so that's just another way of looking at it.
Well, let me stick with polls. There was a poll that came out and had the Packers ranked the 14th best roster in the NFL. And sticking with Jordan Love, Adam, and finish his statement. Jordan Love has to play like a top 3, 5, 7, 10 quarterback in order for them to make it to the Super Bowl.
Oh, if they're going to make it to the Super Bowl, he's going to have to play. I don't know how we categorize that, Chewy, but he's going to have to be better than he was last year and play at the top level of his career. If he plays at that level, they can get there. If he plays the way they did, the way that he did last, they won't get there. Okay, so there's that much conversation about. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. This is not some great revelation, right? But for a team to get to the Super Bowl, its quarterback is going to have to play at an elite level, whatever that is, right? So Jordan Love, don't you love New York City? All the beat, like I'm just sitting here, everybody go screw themselves, right? Like just beeping, it's just a scene, a jungle here. A concrete jungle is very apropos, but Jordan Love an elite level for them to get to where they want to go.
Are the Bengals ever going to make Trey Hendrickson available, or are they just going to continue to play chicken with him?
If we go back and look, it's just not the way they've operated. They did back in the day trade Carson Palmer when he didn't show up. Maybe they'll get to that point. I don't think they want to trade him. I think that they'd like to figure it out. But it's July 23rd. You're going to have to go in a different area. So right now it's not happening. Could it happen October 23rd? Maybe. But there's a lot left to go between then and now.
Adam Schefter hanging out with us on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy this morning. Adam, what have you made of all of the drama with the NFLPA? We talked about Treader retiring or stepping away from his role. How does this whole thing, which feels ugly and messy, how does this whole thing get resolved?
Well, I mean, Don Van Natta and Kalen Kaler from ESPN did a deep dive this morning, kind of recounting the last 4 days that the NFLPA has been through. And I would argue, I've covered the NFL 35 years. There have been shutdowns of the sport and extensions of the CBA, but there aren't too many times where there have been 4-day periods as significant and memorable as what the NFLPA has just gone through here over the last week. There has been an awful lot that has transpired, and not in a good way. And so I think that they're trying to pick up the pieces right now, get organized, figure out who's going to take over as the interim executive director, figure out who's going to take over as the full-time executive director. They've got a lot of work to do, a lot to figure out, and they're still trying to kind of pick themselves up off the mat after all the embarrassment that they've been through.
We are losing Adam Schefter as he drives through the concrete jungle where dreams
you hear
are
me now?
made of.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
right here.
Adam?
You got me now?
Adam.
Just
I believe he's
back.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you're back.
Okay, sorry about that. By the way, play-by-play, I'm outside Radio City Music Hall right now, about to pull up to Avenue of the Americas. That's kind of where we're at right now.
What are you,
so
where
just so
are
you know,
you going? Are you going to the studios?
no, I work with a group called Sanofi to promote people taking tests for diabetes awareness, and they have me in a studio there doing a bunch of work for them today. So I'm on the way there right now.
Amazing.
Adam, sticking with the union, didn't Troy Vincent want that job? Where's he at now?
He's with the NFL. He's a top executive for the National Football League. But that would be wild if they hired him away.
Yeah.
And he went back to that job. I couldn't see that happen. I mean, maybe, I guess, I don't know. But he's been with the NFL for quite some time now. He's one of the leaders there, Chewy.
Packers news, Zach Tom signed a big extension for the Packers before camp, so he's ready to go. Seemed like a pretty fair deal because it seems like he's the third best right tackle, slots in right there, gets the biggest signing bonus in NFL history for an offensive lineman, and he's able to get on the practice field as the Packers go today. What were your thoughts on the deal?
Well, my thoughts are always, it's best to figure out and identify who your best young players are and get them signed sooner rather than later, which is not something that the Dallas Cowboys like to do.
Oof.
But if you think that Zach Tom is one of the top offensive linemen in the league, why would you wait? Just go get it done. And that's what the Green Bay Packers did. And I think that, look, it's up to the front office to identify these players to draft. And then when you draft them, it's up to the coaches to identify them like, this guy's going to be great, or he is great, or he's going to be great for years. Like, everybody's got to be working in unison. And then if you all agree after 3 years, 4 years, this guy is stellar and he's somebody we want here and he's a stand-up person and great character, like, go get it done. There's no reason to wait. And so I don't know the kind of guy that Zach Tom is, but I'm going to bet that they really like the guy as a person.
Oh, yeah, that's the general sentiment, is that good guy, hard worker type of guy you want in your locker room.
Right.
Goes about his business, doesn't complain, all of those things.
Right.
Like me.
Just
agree.
Just like Chewy.
Just like you, Chewy. Just like you. Yeah, exactly,
Can I ask you a question? Do you think Chewy's accountable? You've been on the show enough. I think you can answer that question.
Yeah, I think Chewy's an accountable guy. Why?
Love it.
Well, because he called himself accountable in the first segment, and in the second segment, he admitted that he's not accountable. So I'm just trying to figure out what he actually is.
And we didn't know if that was a chess versus checkers thing, because by saying he's not accountable when we don't think he's accountable, maybe he was trying to show that he is accountable and just kind of throw us for a loop.
But then I pivoted, Adam, and I said, because they blame me for at times being a little negative. I'm just a realist. I don't think most people are realists. I'm a realist.
And you thought the Brewers would lose yesterday with Mizorowski on the mound against the Mariners?
I didn't like Gabe building it up so much, like, done deal. This is over.
Not what I did.
That never happened, by the way. For all those listening.
Well,
so Gabe is on top of baseball as he is golf, right?
Yeah, like I was excited yesterday because, Adam, if the Brewers would have won yesterday, there is a restaurant here in Milwaukee, George Webb, that was going to give away free hamburgers. If the Brewers win 12 games in a row, everybody gets free hamburgers. I was excited for my burger.
Was past tense, right? Past
Correct.
tense.
Yeah, it didn't happen. It didn't obviously happen. So that's a bit of a bummer.
Well, you know
For
what?
whatever it's worth, Adam,
You know what?
Brewers fans are going through
Yeah.
it this morning. There is a range
Well-
of emotions that people are experiencing regarding.
Well,
not
you know
getting
what?
the
Here's the
burgers.
thing. Here's the way to look at it. They've won 11 of 12.
Mm-hmm.
They've won 11 of 12, and it's time to start a new 12-game win streak to get Gabe that burger that he was craving and looking for free for yesterday, right? And there's plenty of time, 12 games. Let's get it going again, and let's get those burgers back in play.
For whatever it's worth, Adam, Mr. Realist over here is convinced he could hit a 90-mile-an-hour fastball in the batter's box. So just want to give you that information as you're making your judgment call over there.
Chewy.
Yeah.
I think that what you've done in your life athletically is incredibly impressive. Much respect and props. I think you're swinging a whiff in a 90-mile-an-hour heater.
See, Adam's a realist.
Thank you.
All right, Adam, you brought up golf, so I got to ask about it. Adam, Scotty Scheffler was fantastic last week, just running away from the field.
Yeah.
Is he the most dominant athlete we have in sports today?
That's a great question. I would have said Mizorowski until yesterday, maybe, but we have to revive.
He did all right. He just got a couple of full counts there that really sabotaged him going deeper in that game. Still had 7 strikeouts in 3 2/3 innings.
Now, listen. My knowledge of other sports sometimes is not as in depth as it should be. Some sports, yes. Some sports, no. Hockey, I'm going to guess it's Connor McDavid.
Mm-hmm.
Baseball, I'm going to guess it's Shohei Ohtani.
Yep.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Basketball, I'm going to say Jokic or SGA.
Yeah, I think Jokic is kind of the consensus there.
Football, what are we talking? It's more of a team thing.
Quarterback.
I think Mahomes is the best player, but Lamar's impressive, and Barkley had but of all the people I just mentioned, there's nobody that is dominating at an elite level the way that Scheffler has. Nobody in any sport right now. How old is he right now? 27 or so?
He's 29 because he'll have a chance next year.
29.
He'll be 30 on the Sunday of the U.S. Open, going for the career Grand Slam.
Oh, that's his 30th birthday?
That's his 30th birthday, the Sunday of the U.S. Open at Shinnecock.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, right?
Lock it in.
So pencil
Lock
that
it in. And
Adam,
where is the U.S. Open next year?
Shinnecock Hills.
Adam, Tiger, Prime,
Done.
or Scheffler right now? Who you taking?
Tiger Prime right now.
That's what Gabe said.
Tiger Prime.
Yeah.
But I wonder how
Tiger
many
Prime.
more wins before it's a little bit
on.
more of a thought.
Yeah, but hold on. Exactly. Scheffler's getting closer and closer. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
He is unbelievable. He is unbelievable. And I think, I was not following golf as closely then as I do today, but I'm going to guess there are more threats to Scheffler today than there were to Tiger then.
Correct. That's correct.
Okay?
The depth of field.
So, right. So, in a way, what Scheffler is doing, and I just hope that Jen is not sleeping by now and that her skin and hair are still looking as vibrant as ever. Scheffler is unbelievable, but Tiger was next. He was at a different level. But Scotty's getting closer. And by the way, I didn't know that. His 30th birthday's on the U.S. Open. We'll probably hear his wife Meredith is pregnant again. He's probably going to become a father again. Damn, has there ever been a storyline win the U.S. Open in 2026 right now? What are the odds, Gabe? What are the odds? What kind of odds can we get on that
I don't
right
know,
now?
But if I can bet on it right now, I will go to Pato and Potawatomi Sportsbook here in Milwaukee. I'll place a bet for you. I'll place a bet for me.
Unless it's at Valhalla.
I never heard of
I'm
Pato.
not taking him.
I thought you were just. I never heard of that place that Gabe was just talking about. But when he first started saying, I thought he was saying, "I'm going potty." I'm like, "What? What are you? How old are you, Gabe? You're going potty?"
Well, not great for our sponsor partners, but I'm going to pivot here. Adam, we appreciate you directing us to that article. I was just scrolling scrolling through it as we were chit-chatting here. You're right. Dan Van Natta and Kaylin Kaler.
Don Van Natta.
Thank you so much.
Don
Sorry,
Van
I was
Natta.
just scrolling up. Yes, Don Van Natta and Kaylin Kaler. A lengthy article on ESPN.com this morning that is covering the last 4 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Well, it goes back to Friday, so the last few days of the NFLPA drama. And I got to tell you, there's some real doozies in this thing, including a mention of O.J. Simpson, which I was not prepared for.
Not great.
Not prepared for that. Adam, we appreciate you hanging out with us. Have a great one. Have a great event today in New York, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Dan, your skin and hair look marvelous.
That's why we bring him on, just for the compliments.
Just to butter you up.
Marvelous.
Adam Schefter here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Our conversations each and every week with Adam Schefter, brought to you by the Island Resort and Casino, premier resort destination, the largest North Milwaukee, with everything you like to do in one awesome location. Visit islandresortandcasino.com and book your total experience today.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy continues next on 94.5 ESPN. Wilde and Tausch.
Unless he completely blanks the bed, he's going to be the guy.
Mr. Irrelevant.
This is a team who's ready to compete and take that next step in 2025.
Kyle Brust and Nortman.
Just winning one game in the wild card round, it's not good enough anymore.
All live from Packers training camp in Green Bay. Don't miss out on the start of the green and gold season. Tune in all day on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, or ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
At Tony Wendorf & Associates First Weber Real Estate Services, we do more than close deals. We serve with gratitude and faith-filled purpose. We have sold over $300 million in real estate since 2020, and we're just getting started. What sets us apart? We care. Even if we're not your agent, we'll still help. That's the kind of stewardship the community deserves. If you're buying or selling across southeastern Wisconsin, let us earn your trust. I'm Tony Wendorf, and I want to create your red carpet experience. Contact us at wendorfteam.firstweber.com.
We've all had those moments walking through the Expo Center at the Wisconsin State Fair and thought, ooh, that would be nice to have. Hey, this is Jen Latta from Jen, Gabe, and Chewy telling you that my purchase of an infrared sauna from Good Health Saunas is one of the best things I've ever bought, and it came at the State Fair. I can feel the extra energy and flexibility that I've gained from using my sauna, plus my skin and hair look better than ever. And with the amount that I travel, its detoxification benefits are totally worth it. Visit Good Health Saunas at the Wisconsin State Fair. Full product details are available at goodhealthsaunas.com.
Kevin Moret here for Mentality. Life's a relentless competition, and you might be losing without even knowing it. With testosterone levels plummeting 25% in just 2 decades, you're likely operating at a fraction of your potential. Your kids sense it when you're too exhausted for playtime. Your wife notices when that spark fades. Here's the harsh truth. Without addressing low T, nothing works. Diets fail, workouts fall flat, but there's hope. Mentality's FDA-approved treatment restores testosterone by an average of 30%. Don't let low T rob you of life's precious moments. Start at mentalityhealth.com/radio.
Evan Cohen here. Whether you're locking in your home run picks or riding with your favorite golfers this summer, ESPN Bet is your sports book for all the action. Go from checking stats on your favorite teams and players to placing bets in just a few taps. Plus, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet app and sign up with promo code USL to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York. Evan Cohen here. According to a recent ZipRecruiter survey, 76% of employers plan to expand headcount for 2025. If you're one of these employers, add ZipRecruiter's latest feature, Zip Intro, to your hiring plan. It does most of the work for you, so you save time. Just pick a time, and Zip Intro finds and schedules qualified candidates for you. You can even meet with great people on back-to-back video calls as soon as the next day. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/USL. That's ZipRecruiter.com/USL.
As a fan, you know all the important sports cliches. And when you save money by bundling your home and auto with Progressive, you can get out there and give it 110%, even though that's mathematically impossible. And remember, failure is not an option. Well, it's always an option, just not a good one. But you're not worried because you've got ice in your veins. You're on fire. How can both of those things be true at the same time? Well, that's between you and your doctor. So get out there and leave it all on the field. Leave what? Who cares? Just leave it and save with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states or situations.
It's time Time for the pro to get everything for the entire job, all from one partner. To get access to over 3 million products, including many products you won't find in our stores. It's time to get delivery on your schedule or next day on over 50,000 products. And time to get dedicated support on the job site or in our stores. From ordering to planning, we've got you. One partner, any job, all in. Ask about all we can now do at the Pro Desk. The Home Depot Pro, it's about time.
Hi, I'm Brittany Miller from Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and more. Custom T-shirts, sweatshirts, jackets, hats, you name it, we can do it. Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and more is family owned and all about celebrating life's big moments. Maybe it's a milestone birthday, a celebration for your child's first goal, or that work fundraising event. We are everyone's printer. No minimum orders, affordable designs, and help straight from me and our team. We're the one-stop shop for all your custom needs. Start your project today at bigfrog.com/Mequon.
You're listening to Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Do you like your pickles warm or cold?
Want my pickle a little warm.
Warm's good.
It's better than cold.
Cold
You
can
got
be good
shrinkage.
too.
Yeah, well, no,
Cold
shrinkage
can
gets
be good.
involved. It's not great.
On 94.5 ESPN.
Our conversations each and every Wednesday brought to you by Adam Schefter, part of Wendorf Wednesdays. Tony Wendorf and Associates, just like the moves made in the pros. Tony Wendorf and Associates, First Weber Real Estate Services, helps people make their own big moves every day. Trusted knowledge, superior service. They're the real estate MVPs of Wisconsin. If you're looking to buy or sell a house, make the move. Get in touch with Tony Wendorf and Associates.
Keep getting us your reaction to the Brewers losing last night, 1-0 to the Mariners. Again, strike zone, questionable. I posted it on my Twitter account if you want to take a look at it. They do it every night, a report card on the strike zone, 89% accuracy. What are we doing? 89% accuracy with burgers on the line, okay? Not happy about it. But I'm going to be positive Peggy. I'm going to be like, it's one game, it doesn't matter. Probably wouldn't have gone to George Webb's and gotten a burger anyway, see? It's called sour grapes, but it's how I'm working my way through it,
You
okay?
are wrong. You would have definitely been with me as we went, because it's right there. And they're open 24 hours. The George Webb is right there.
Nope.
We'd have gotten the vouchers. We'd have gotten the burgers.
Wouldn't have done it. Nope, probably wouldn't have done it. See what I'm doing here? I'm trying to convince myself that it doesn't bother me. It doesn't affect me at all. I don't care. It doesn't hurt me. It can't hurt me. Michael weighing in and says, I thought about it. I'm disappointed for the most part. With Miz on the mound, should have won the game. I stayed up late to watch him lose.
See, that's it. The staying up late is what's really grinding everybody.
I think you're
it's
right.
not so much the loss, it's the fact that they were going for
11
12
o'clock
on the West Coast.
I'm watching the clock creep up to 11 p.m.
That's the
oh
really
my
thing
God.
that's grinding everybody this morning.
There's also a degree of, I can understand you lose 6-4.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Would you rather have
But that's what I said. I said if it was a 5-run game
Right.
and
Yeah.
Seattle just went out there and dinger, whatever it was, I'd be like, all right, I'm going to bed. Not their night type of
Anything
thing.
on offense.
But Miz on the mound,
2 hits.
1-run game. You're sitting there going, they could do this. They could, come on. Convincing
One swing of
myself
the
as the
bat.
night got. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I did.
I mean, well-
Michael finishes by saying it feels like Lucy stole the football from under us.
Maybe the bad strike zone late in the ninth kind of helped out. Because what if somebody got a hit and then it was a tie ball game that goes to extra innings and they lose? Then you'd be even more upset.
That's another good way of looking at it. I'm going to steal that one, too. Exactly. I wasn't going to get burgers anyway. And what if it goes to extras and they still lose? We got to take a break here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. We still got a lot of stuff to get to, guys. Training camp starting today for your Green Bay Packers. I know we asked Adam Schefter about Jordan Love being 68th on the NFL top 100 list, falling from 34 to 68. What do you think about that? Does that seem fair? Does that seem accurate? Do you care that your quarterback is 68th? Joshy, I think you nailed it, though. Didn't you nail it? When we were guessing, y'all weren't here, but Joshy was guessing what group of 10 he thought all of the Packers players might fall. I think I saved the sheet. I took a picture of it for sure. I think he said 60s to 70s. Our guy, right on top of things. And we've got a surprise for our loyal listeners coming up next on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Guys, I'm telling you, if you're making plans to propose to that special someone in your life, of course, it's the Jewelry Center. It's the only place to go. You've heard us talk about it for years. It's the only place Chewy and I trust. And, of course, when it came time for me to get engaged a couple of years ago, it was the only place I was going to trust because of the team that Dean, the Dancing Machine, has put together over there. Maybe you don't know what your future significant other was looking for in that ring. Go to our Pinterest page. If there's anything there, bring it in. The helpful team at the Jewelry Center are going to point you in the right direction, whether it's a naturally mined diamond, lab-grown diamond, whatever you were in the market for when it comes to that diamond engagement ring, the Jewelry Center has it. Check out the inventory at any one of their 3 locations, Greenfield, Brookfield, or in Burlington. You can also shop online at shoptjc.com. And when you go to the Jewelry Center, first say hi to Dean for us. Second, tell him that Gabe and Chew sent you.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today. More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
Well, we've got some delays along eastbound 94 now from about Highway 164 all the way to Barker Road. You are back on the brakes from 84th Street all the way through the Stadium Interchange to about 30th Street. We do have a broken down vehicle off on the right shoulder at about 68th Street, so that seems to be bunching things up a bit as well. Westbound 94 slowing down from 20th Street all the way to about Hawley Road. Back on the brakes from the Zoo to the county line. And southbound 41 still heavy from just before Appleton Avenue down to about Hampton. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Today, mostly sunny, hot, very humid. Scattered thunderstorms, mainly to the north, a high of 94. Heat index up to 105. Tonight, mainly clear and humid, a low of 77. Weather's brought to you by Good Health Saunas. Get your in-home infrared sauna today. Learn more at goodhealthsaunas.com/Jen and visit them at the Wisconsin State Fair Expo Center July 31st through August 10th. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Windows, windows, windows. You hear all about everyone's windows and how theirs are the greatest. I'll tell you, our windows are the best as well. Hi, I'm Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, and I'm right there with you. We've taken the most trusted brand in windows, Pella, and paired them with such an outstanding business that we will deliver results to you at your home. Siding Unlimited has won Pella's prestigious 5-time Pella Platinum Premier National Contractor of the Year award. Siding Unlimited is the company to install your new windows.
Ready to escape to a resort that has it all? The Island Resort and Casino is your total thrill getaway, where championship golf, a luxury spa, world-class gaming, and epic entertainment come together. Tee it up at Sweetgrass and Sage Run. Unwind at the Drift Spa. Dine, play, win, repeat. Go all in on an unforgettable getaway. Book your total experience today at islandresortandcasino.com.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman from KBN. Tune in to Kyle Bruston Nortman from 2 to 5 every day. WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Showtime. The right way to start your day. This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
So in what way would I not be a good roommate?
The disposition you currently have?
I'm very insulted.
Well, as you can see, I've got a bit of a problem here.
Well, if I hear you correctly, and I think that I do, my advice to you is to finish your meal, pay your check, leave here, and never mention this to anyone again.
I'm getting some information here on the private talking text line about Jen's roommate habits.
I'm a good roommate.
You keep garbage in the corner?
Every woman does that.
Can't be done, huh?
The switch?
The switch.
Can't be done.
I wonder.
Do you realize in the entire history of Western civilization, no one has successfully accomplished the roommate switch?
If my roommate wants to get into a bleeping match on this, I got a long list.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios at the Avenue with Gabe Neitzel and Mark Chamara. Here's Jen Latta.
Special guest joining us in studio this morning here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. You hear her on 620 WTMJ with our buddy Steve Scafidi. New show, Point Taken. If you haven't listened, you should be. It's Kristen Bry, and I always have to say, Bry is in Y. Bry is in Y. It's every time.
Bry is in try, I don't know why.
Yes, you have that on your Twitter account.
Weird.
Kristen joining us in studio. And the first thing she said when she sat down was, hold on. Never saw that before. And I'm holding it up on the stream for everybody on YouTube. Kristen, your reaction to the Mark Chmura shirtless photograph that we keep here in the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios.
Yeah, it's there's a reason why it's framed. You should really live up the life that you would, in your prime. It looks great.
What do you mean it's
great.
going home with you today?
Oh,
that was
no.
How long has it been in here?
That was a gift, Todd.
Oh,
the painting was a gift.
It came with us. I think we initially found that when we were still up on Capitol. And it came down with us because those pictures were taken back in the 90s. When
it says
Chewy
89.
No.
The thing is, he signed it.
Yeah, so he signed it.
But it's Photoshop. They superimposed my head on that. It's totally embarrassing.
Somebody made our former executive producer, Ashton Rotman, aware that this was available. Somebody was selling it on eBay. So, of course, we had to buy it.
How much did it go for?
I can't remember.
$6.
I can't remember.
Is it more or less than Deep Thought is going for right now? Last I had checked, it's $1,100.
Yes, last check. Yeah, unfortunately for us, less than Deep Thought. The boat going for $1,100 right now on government auction.
So, Kristen joining us in studio because there was some drama, there was a development. I was gone on vacation, but y'all were paying close attention to this. Kristen, what happened?
Well, the thing is, I'm cheaper than I am embarrassed, and so
you're in the right spot.
Right?
You're in the right spot.
So last Friday,
we're your people.
We have a parking garage, which you have to have either a key or you pay to get in and out of. And I left the show on Friday, go to start my car, doesn't start. And this has actually happened to me like 3 weeks ago. So I left it alone then for 3-ish hours for the afternoon, came back, and it started on its own. So I was like, all right, maybe if I come back later, it'll start. Didn't start later. My husband and I come back on Sunday, try to start it again. My husband, I think, thinks he knows what he's doing. I think we now know maybe he didn't because he tried to jump it, wasn't starting. Granted, also we had a screaming toddler in the car, so she wasn't being very patient. Of like, what are we doing right now? I want to get out. So I gave up. So on Monday, really not wanting to have to figure out how I was going to get it towed, to pay to get it towed, and then also figure out like how much this is going to cost me to get it fixed. My Hail Mary was to email the entire office. I was like, there's a lot of people who work here. Someone might be able to diagnose what this is.
No, I heard what you were about to say. There's a lot of dudes.
There is a lot of dudes. Well,
I heard it.
Objectively, there is a lot of dudes. But also, I was just like, someone here is going to know how to diagnose this. And shockingly, people were helpful. Well, at least people really wanted to weigh in.
Well, shockingly, Chewy responded.
Because I'm not sure you and I have ever actually had a conversation.
No, we have not. So I was actually cutting the grass, and I thought my phone beeped, and I thought it was one of you knuckleheads, so I was just going to ignore it. But then I was cutting and reading.
You're cutting the lawn and reading an email at the same time?
Email.
No, you don't understand, Kristen.
That's a big deal.
Chewy doesn't read email ever. So the fact that he read this email and then took it the step further and responded to your email, I think blew all of us away.
While interrupting his favorite thing to do, mowing his lawn.
I'm like honored that.
So the background, my wife, we used to own a collision repair center.
Okay.
So my wife knows everything about cars.
Oh, okay.
And I was going to text her. I'm like, I got it. So when you emailed, you said the battery was still working.
So yeah, when you stuck the key in, the lights, some of the accessories were still kind of popping on.
So
it just wasn't turning over.
I was like, sounds like the starter. If it's going, and then I emailed you, and is it going tick, 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 tick? Because if it's that, it's got to be the starter. So that's what I thought it was.
And you were not alone.
Yeah.
Our engineers thought it was the starter. Most people when they emailed me thought it was the starter.
Well, you really plot twisted us, Kristen, because you told us that the battery was working, only to learn that the diagnosis was
a dead battery.
So then I text Joshy, and I'm like, you can bypass the starter if she takes a screwdriver and touches the battery to the solenoid. And Joshy's like, no. And I said, you're right. I don't want to be responsible for killing her in case she gets electrocuted.
What a shame
this
it would
person
be
who I don't know
having never
just
spoken
randomly
to her.
responded to an email.
I think this interaction too was the perfect encapsulation of men and the experience of men. There was a lot of men offering their opinions, whether they should have or should not have. I was privy to one conversation that was patently inaccurate that Kristen was being discussed, and instead I probably should have.
I was saying, why didn't you weigh in?
Yeah, I didn't want to tell the person who was giving you bad advice to their face they don't know what they're talking about. So I should have probably sought you out after parting of that conversation. And this is all to result in you being helped by a
woman.
Yes. Yeah.
By our friend Sam, who has a portable charger in her car, which I'm immediately going to buy because it was super useful. And then you never need to have you rely on another person who has jumper cables. She literally, because it has like a little light on it that you know if it's on the correct way or not. It was a green light. She goes, okay, try starting it.
Fired right up.
Yeah.
Those
got
things
out of there,
suck,
drove directly to Boucher Volkswagen, and I showed them the video of how it was like trying to turn it on. He goes, oh yeah, you just need to replace your battery. Did it in less than 2 hours.
Yeah.
Less than $500. Didn't have to pay for a tow truck.
Awesome.
It was the happiest ending I think we could have had.
Yeah.
And now Chewy and I are friends.
It's not really the dead battery. It's the friends we made along the way.
One friend.
Yeah.
The other funny part here is I also didn't want to. I've never met your husband. And I didn't want to.
You've never met him up at the Tundra Trio? He's usually hanging out doing stuff.
I didn't want to be critical of the simple conversation of how sure are we he connected red to red, terminal to terminal. And it seems like that might have been your miss.
Yeah. He's said 3 times since then. He goes, I don't know why it didn't work, but I did it.
This is amazing. I mean, because this is, to your point, Joshy, is a glimpse into the male ego.
Yes.
That's what we're seeing here, right? It's this like, because I am a boy, I am innately capable, like just intrinsically capable of diagnosing and fixing a car problem. Like, what else does that extend to? Home repairs.
Yes.
Home repairs for sure. Dudes always think that they can repair something around the house.
The best video I've seen on social media in the last year is a girlfriend saying to her boyfriend, hey, will you hang the TV? And he goes, I'll get to it. And she goes, hey, will you show me how to hang a TV? And he's all over it.
Immediately jumps right up from the couch and is like, well, first you got to get a Phillips head. Here we go. So all's well that ends well, right, is the
we're
point.
all good.
Okay, well, that is fantastic. I'm glad that worked out. And I love that so many people jumped in.
That was actually what was really cool about it, is the fact that there were so many people who immediately wanted to be helpful. Even if they couldn't be helpful, they sent their condolences. And then we got to help a partner, Boucher, out. And so now I have that relationship there. And now I'm here with you guys this morning. So it's great.
I also think this. There's no way in hell, not to make this a battle of the sexes, but it sort of has turned into one a little bit here, that a dude in your same situation is putting himself out there the way that you did. She sent a station-wide email, right? Company-wide email to say, hey, I'm in a jam. I don't know how to handle this. Does anybody think they can help me with it?
Well, and think about how usually upset you are when somebody sends a company-wide email. They accidentally hit reply all on something and just, what are we doing here? But no. She was able to get a lot of help from people.
The best thing about this is this is the second time I've sent a company-wide email. And the first time was when the gate wouldn't open in the parking lot. So I'm just now the girl in the office who has car issues and needs the company to help me at all times.
There are worse things you could be around the office.
I defer to my wife. Like, we had a switch that was out, and I blew up the track lighting. And she's like, what are you doing?
What did I tell you?
I know.
I thought you learned your lesson about electricity.
No, I didn't. Well, that's when I stopped.
Oh, so that was when you stopped.
That's what caused me to stop.
All right.
But if there's anything around the house that needs electrical, plumbing, that's her. I'm like, have at it.
Bye, kind of gal. Kristen, thanks for hanging out with us here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. I am thrilled that it all worked out. Yeah, we always get to see you as we're leaving the show in the morning or we're heading to our various other things as you guys get ready for the show. Tell everybody when they can hear you and our buddy Steve Scafidi on 620 WTMJ.
We are on Monday through Friday from 10 to 12. We have a lot of fun. It's a lot of politics, but then it's always sometimes a dabbling of other things. Like, we've certainly had fun with the...
Coldplay. Yep. Saw that one coming.
Sure did. So, yeah, you can check us out there. You can listen to us as a podcast if you have another show you'd listen to during that time. But and then there's crossover, you know.
Awesome. So great. Great to have you, and we are so glad that your car situation has been resolved. We'll see you again soon.
Want to tell you about our good friends at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. For the windows with the strongest resilience, you need the Pella Experience. The Pella Experience Center lets you see, feel, open, close, and compare dozens of windows and door options from 7 different Pella lines, all side by side. This is what's great about Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is that not only do they have all these different customizable options with these 7 different Pella lines, but also they have something for every budget. And if you stop by soon and order by July 31st, you get 0% interest for up to 5 years. Trust Pella just like I have. I am counting down the days until my new door is on my house. Visit the Pella Experience Center in Brookfield or schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
We've got some delays along southbound 41 right now from Appleton Avenue, pretty much down past Hampton, almost to Capitol Drive. Northbound slowing from just before Mayfair Road up to Hampton as well. Eastbound 94, we got your backups coming in through the stadium interchange. Really, the brake lights come on at around 84th Street, all the way to about 35th. The westbound side is slowing down from 30th all the way to Mitchell Boulevard. You'll see more pockets of heavy traffic west of the zoo, heading all the way towards Calhoun. And southbound 43, you're a little bit backed up right around the Silver Spring area. Traffic is brought to you by German Fest. German Fest is here. Join for carnival, live music, the Dachshund Derby, and more this weekend on Milwaukee's lakefront. Make it your tradition. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast today, mostly sunny, hot, very humid. Scattered thunderstorms mainly to the north, a high of 94 with a heat index up to 105. Tonight, mainly clear and humid, but the low only getting to 77. Weather is brought to you by Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more. Easy and affordable apparel, personalization with no minimums and fast turnaround. For all your printing needs, bigfrog.com/Mequon. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Looking for the best spot to hang out at the Wisconsin State Fair? Head to Left's Miller Lite Sports Bar and Grill on the corner of Grandstand Avenue and 2nd Street. Enjoy the best music lineup at the fair, plus crowd favorites like French onion cheese curds and meatloaf and mash bomb pops. Join the Taste Great Less Filling contest daily at 3 p.m. to win Brewers tickets, and don't miss the Miller Lite Toast from 5:30 to 7:15. Catch 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee broadcasting live on August 4th and 5th with chances to win swag, prizes, and more. For more details, visit lefts.com, and we'll see you at Left's Miller Lite Sports Bar and Grill.
Summer is here, and your taste buds deserve the best. Carbless is perfect for the pool, the lake, or hanging out by the fire. Full of flavor with 0 sugars, only 100 calories, and made with premium spirits. Don't just settle for something overly carbonated and those flavorless seltzers. Carbless has full flavor with every sip, not just a hint. So when you're ready to take a drink and ready to chill, Carbless is clean, crisp, and won't leave you feeling bloated. Find your bliss today at drinkcarbless.com.
Turn those hoop dreams into reality with Precision Sports, your one-stop shop in southeastern Wisconsin for Mega Slam, Ironclad, and Dominator basketball hoop systems. Installation of new or old hoops and completely customizable painted court lines. PrecisionSportsOnline.com.
Erica, it's good to see you.
How are things at our amazing Germantown location? Absolutely fantastic. We heard you had a bold idea. What is it? We're celebrating our 45th year in business, so I think we should give away some natural diamonds. Wow, that is a bold idea. How many and how big? 3/4 of a carat. 9 natural diamonds, each one clarity enhanced for maximum brilliance. 1 diamond for each store.
How should we mount them, Erica?
We'll give them away as diamond pendants.
So each of the 9 Kessler stores will have their own diamond pendant to give away?
Yeah, and all a person will have to do is to walk into a store and register to win.
Can a person travel to all 9 stores and register at each one?
Yeah, why not? And people will have from now until July 28th to register.
I'm in.
Me too.
It's unanimous, and people should bring in all their old jewelry so that we can professionally clean it for them for free.
That makes so much difference.
For the location of the Kesslers nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
For your next night out, revel in the fusion of artistry and flavor with Sushi at St. Kate, offering guests an elevated experience where freshness and creativity converge in every bite. St. Kate the Arts Hotel introduces an exciting new sushi menu to its culinary repertoire. Indulge in the finest seafood, freshest ingredients, and expert craftsmanship for an inspired and delectable dining journey. Experience the art of sushi at St. Kate and learn more at stkatearts.com.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
It's Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Big hurt. I heard that's like,
Ron in the Key Wagon saying you guys should slow down before you take out a sponsor.
Here I am.
On 94.5 ESPN.
With various music stages, amusement rides, and delicious food options, the Wisconsin State Fair is the event for endless family fun. Right now, we will be giving away 2 tickets to the fair. Don't miss out on the fun. Caller number 6, 800-990-3776. On the Carbless Talk and Text line, we'll win you 2 tickets to the Wisconsin State Fair.
Thanks for that cue to call, Chew. 800-990-3776.
Moved so fast in my life. I'm exhausted.
I love that he's like, right now. Nice stall tactic by
He
you.
also did the classic Kevin James bit of he had bad phone number rhythm.
I know. Should I say it twice?
Yeah, your rhythm wasn't the ba 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 ba. Like you were.
I'm better with words than numbers. That's the problem. There's the realest thing. 800-990-3776. Is that better?
I mean, the middle 3 were a little quick, but it's fine.
Just for that, next time I'm doing this read, it's caller 109.
Just to be clear, what caller was it this time?
I have no idea.
Jeez Louise.
6. Seis? Seis.
Nailed it.
Sex.
Wow.
What?
In German. Don't you remember European vacation? Don't you? Am I the only one?
Nope.
I'm going to use that because I go to Germany in September.
Oh, boy.
I'm trying to distract.
Guten Tag. Me and my family are looking for sex. Schweidlin. Now you remember?
Nope, sure don't. Training camp underway for your Green Bay Packers today. Did I hear, I know Joshy's working on the old phone lines, trying to give away some stuff. Did I hear that Joshy is headed up there today to take in the festivities of training camp?
Yeah, they're going to be special live noon to 2. Mr. Irrelevant. And of course, Wildy and Tausch going to be up there as well, with it being the first day of training camp.
And we mentioned earlier that Jordan Love is ranked 68th in the NFL Top 100 list. We've been watching to see. I stand corrected. When Joshy guessed, he thought Jordan would be between 70 and 80. Pretty dang close.
Okay.
68. He wasn't in the right 10 group, but 68 when he said 70 to 80 is pretty dang close. There was something else that I saw, and I know we're going to talk about training camp a little bit here, but the Green Bay Packers, by The Athletic guys, on their preseason power rankings, were ranked 5th in the league. 5th. I know you did power rankings yesterday, Chew, but when I tell you that The Athletic has Green Bay as the 5th best team right now, again, preseason power rankings, your reaction is?
Too high. Too high. In the NFC or the entire league?
NFL.
League. Entire league.
Buffalo better, Baltimore better, Kansas City better, Philadelphia better,
Yep.
Washington a tie, Detroit better.
They've got Detroit and Washington behind Green Bay. The other teams are all above them.
Yeah, and I could go with that. So that's probably 6 or 7.
Where you would have put them.
But then you got teams like the Rams, and you got the Niners, and you got the Cowboys.
What? Yeah? No.
Are they going to be better?
Did you say the Texans? I think you meant the Texans.
No, I didn't know.
He's just talking about NFC teams.
I'm just saying on line with them.
The Cowboys aren't going to be ranked ahead of the Packers in any power rankings, but I think the Cowboys are going to be better this year. They were I mean, without Dak Prescott.
You're talking about better than they were, not better than Green Bay.
Correct.
Thank you.
Not on the same plane. Maybe a click below.
They're a click below.
What about Washington?
I mean, I'm guessing most would have them a click above because they went to the NFC Championship game a year ago.
I'm putting them on the same plane.
I would agree.
San Fran, same plane.
They've got San Fran pretty far down on this list, if I'm being honest.
Half a click down. They lost a lot, Chew.
I know,
They
but
lost
when you
a
got
lot.
McCaffrey and Kittle and
Robert Saleh back as defensive coordinator. I had no idea that had happened. They've got them at 15. So here's the funny part, right? So this power rankings list came out yesterday, and then The Athletic asked, who have we rated too high? 34% of respondents, they did a poll on The Athletic, 34% of 5,000 votes said the Green Bay Packers are ranked too high. So it seems the general sentiment is the same as Chewy's, which is 5 is too high for Green Bay right now. Would I like for them to be a top 5 team by the end of the season? Certainly I would, and maybe they will get there. But I haven't seen enough right now at this point, Gabe, that makes me confident that they will be.
No, a lot of things have, it's the conversation we've had most of this offseason. A lot of things have to fall into place for this team to get where they need to go. Jordan needs to be better. Receiver has to emerge. They have to get something out of their front four. You have to see continued growth from Edgerrin Cooper. Quay Walker has to continue to get better and hopefully stay healthy. Stay healthy at the cornerback position. And if these things happen, yeah, this team can start climbing up. But that's kind of okay, we need to see those things. Whereas for a team that, like the Detroit Lions, I understand replacing Ben Johnson is going to be a huge task. But at the same time, they've got a lot of players.
They get Hutchinson back, I believe.
Yeah.
Mine's Jordan Love. If he plays like he did those last 9 games 2 years ago, he'll be top 3. He'll be a top 3 team. But got to see it. I have to see it. So, but it's not far off. I mean, I could stomach 7.
Yeah, I think they're a top 10 team.
No, they're a top 10 team, yes.
And so I think the difference here on the Athletics power rankings is they've got Washington at 6, they've got Detroit at 7, they have Houston at 8. It sounds like you would slot them between, you would move the Lions and the Commanders up, and you would move the Packers down, at least based on what we have seen thus far.
Where's Minnesota?
They've got them at 10, I believe.
Yes.
Yep. And the other team they have in there is the Rams, in case you were curious, staying in the NFC.
That's Minnesota's 100% J.J. McCarthy.
Who knows? Who knows what J.J. McCarthy is?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. That's why they're down there.
If he plays like Love did last year, they're inside the top 10.
Right around
because
there.
their roster is so
Their
good.
roster's really good.
Their roster's really good. And they got a really good coach.
Okay, so let me take this one step further, staying with The Athletic. As again, training camp getting underway and a lot of people are paying attention to what is going on. The Athletic also pushed over-unders for all of the teams, or as Chewy likes to call them, under-overs. And the over-under for your Green Bay Packers has been set at 9.5.
Oh, over.
They went under. So that made me laugh because you have them ranked as the 5th team in the preseason power rankings, and then you're saying the under for wins at 9.5.
So obviously 2 different writers did these. That's the
takeaway.
Yeah, that's the takeaway.
I would put the under over at 10.5.
That's typically a pretty high number. Not a lot of teams.
They're going to win 11 games.
I know. I'm just saying, typically when sportsbooks set these lines, I mean, the double-digit ones are set for...
Can you bet on that?
Yeah, of course you can.
You can bet on the 9.5?
Well, I think that's what it is at Pato. I can take a look real quick.
What do you think we always talk about?
I'm taking that all day long.
The over.
The over. No?
I'm guessing there's not, especially at Potawatomi, because we're in Wisconsin, I'm guessing there's not a lot of value on the over.
I was going to say,
be the issue.
Yes, we have talked about how we think that the Packers are a 10-win team. And as we just mentioned, they also think that they could be a 10-win team because they have them ranked as the preseason top 5 team in the league. But when you go to the over-under list that I was just referring to, I'm scrolling. The reasoning is they're taking the under of 9.5. Packers needed a pass rusher and a receiver this offseason, and they still do. They drafted receiver Matthew Golden, but he's more of a project than an impact newcomer, and they will probably still lean heavily on Josh Jacobs, which is fine. They signed Aaron Banks for a lot of money. He's not a surefire thing. Neither is cornerback Nate Hobbs, who had trouble staying healthy. Could Jordan Love elevate the whole operation? Sure, but do you really want to bet on that?
You know what, though? I just looked at the schedule, and there's really only 5 or 6 locks. No, there are.
So he's really accountable and very consistent. Reliable and consistent.
I mean, they're
going
locks.
through the schedule, what are the locks?
The locks: Browns, Cardinals, Panthers, Giants, Bears one time, and that's it. That's it. Are you looking at it, Gabe?
I don't have the. I've got the over/under numbers.
I mean, the other games: Lions, Commanders, Cowboys, Bengals, Steelers, Eagles, Vikings, Lions, Broncos, Ravens, Vikings.
That's a tough schedule.
That is not fun.
It's a tough schedule. They play in a very good division. They're playing the AFC North this year. Yeah, it's a tough schedule.
Wow. Because if Jordan plays the way he did last year, which is fine, they're not winning 11 games.
Well, again, it comes down to last year, they lost one game outside of the division. That was it. They lost the first game against Philadelphia, and then every other game against non-division opponents, they won.
Yeah.
They're not going to do that again.
No.
So they have to be better than 1-5 in the division this year.
Okay. They got to be good. They got to be good.
So I want to put this on the Jen, Gabe, and Chewy Twitter poll, the Infinity Exteriors Twitter poll. To me, it's the 5, them being ranked 5 in the power rankings, that I wonder if Packers fans are willing to drink the Kool-Aid on. Right now, do you think the Packers are a top 5 team in the league? And what would it take for them to be a top 5 team in the league? I got to be honest with you, I'm not going to change my standing here. I still think they need to address the defensive line. I still think, and again, you guys may feel like that's not going to happen. You may feel that they may kick the tires on Trey Hendrickson. They may try still to bolster that unit. But for me, until they address the defensive line, I still feel like they're on the outside looking in of the top 5.
So we'll revisit your top 5 thing in 2026.
Because they're not going to address it.
I mean, how do you address it at this point?
But if they did,
training camp's opening today.
Gabe, if they did, would you take the 5? If they got Hendrickson, would you say they're 5? I probably would.
I'd probably still have him on the outside, just because I want to see somebody emerge offensively other than Josh Jacobs. Whether it is Tucker Kraft, whether it is Matthew Golden, somebody has to go, hey, 3rd and 6, I'm your guy.
Yeah.
I'm getting open. You're getting me the football. I don't care what they're doing. You need that guy. The defense I would feel so much better about, because I feel better about the corners than most people do. Love the safeties, the linebackers between Quay and Edgerrin, good. And then if you have that pass rusher, that defense suddenly looks way different. Goes from, they're pretty good, to, they got somebody who can get after the quarterback 17 and a half times.
You think he resigns with the Bengals? I mean, Mike Brown is tighter than 2 coats of paint.
Well, that's the issue, Chew. I think the Bengals would rather just pay him, or if he doesn't show up, they don't have to pay him.
No, I know.
There are the test case for doing the thing we think no one else would do. The Shamar Stewart thing's an example. The Trey Hendrickson, he left town. It's still more likely he ends up there.
Yes.
But if they were to pull a poor move, this is the team you take advantage of. These are the guys who become available on teams that shouldn't be making them available.
If I was power ranking where Trey Hendrickson is for 2025, 1 is the Bengals, 2 is nowhere.
Yeah.
Why nowhere?
Because the Bengals just go, hey, we don't care.
Yeah, but Hendrickson's showing up, but then he's pulling his hamstring week 1.
He didn't show up.
I know he's not
in
showing
Florida.
up for. I know he's not showing up for training camp.
But once you're gone, Chew, there's no point in Brees showing up unless you got a contract.
Yeah, and all of the reports are that they are still far apart.
But
there were conversations, but it's very clear that they are far apart in negotiations.
He's not going to walk out on how many million is he getting this year?
I think it was 16 or something.
Yeah.
16 million?
Something like
that. He's
that.
showing up. He's just not playing, or he's going to play half-assed. I mean, Keith, I don't know. Keith did not, Jackson, when they traded for him, he refused to show up.
Yep.
Until the last week before he could get the rest of his salary.
Mm-hmm.
He showed up week 8.
Yeah, 95.
Showed up week 8, and he's like, okay. I'm here. Give me my $3 million or whatever. That's what he's going to do. No, he's not walking out on $16 million. He's not sitting out the whole season. I would guarantee you.
Yeah, but that's why I think the overwhelming majority, most likely outcome is he's playing for the Bengals. Because
I would agree.
They have not flinched on not trading him. They haven't flinched even a little bit.
I just don't understand how they can justify this when TJ Watt sits out, they pay him. I mean, this guy's good. He's a really, really good player.
Well, because Mike Brown is a moron who doesn't know how to functionally run a football team.
Hope they get mad at him and not me.
If you got some time, go look at his press conference prior to training camp. Oof. He said all the wrong things, and the level of arrogance and the level of not understanding how the NFL, it's obvious why they are in two situations they are right now. It's all him.
But also, I watched the Jerry Jones press conference where he was talking about Micah Parsons, who they're reporting is going to be at Cowboys training camp. He is. It was yesterday, right? It was the first day of training camp for the Cowboys. And Jerry Jones said all the wrong things also.
Yeah. I think Jerry's different. Jerry wants the news. He knows he's going to pay Micah. Every time there's a lull and he can take over. I mean, he did it Super Bowl week. He does it every time. It's just Jerry.
Who would you rather have?
He's going to pay full freight.
Oh, Micah Parsons.
Over Hendrickson?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 26.
I'm just saying for this upcoming year.
Micah Parsons.
Did you think he'd be closer?
He stunk last time the Packers played him.
Well, the entire team stunk.
Fair.
Because you were just regressing.
That was
just
also
regressing
2
to the
years
mean.
ago.
That was 2 years ago. That wasn't this past playoff. We got to take a break here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Go ahead and weigh in on that on our Twitter account, on our Infinity Exteriors Twitter poll. Are the Packers a top 5 team? The Athletic has them as the number 5 team in their preseason poll. Do you agree? Let us know. 800-990-3776.
Doesn't matter what age you are. Low testosterone can be an issue with any guy. All right, so what does that mean? It means you should probably be listening to me when I talk about Mentality. You've heard me talk about Mentality, a local healthcare facility specifically dedicated to helping men feel and perform at their very best for years now. If you are dealing with low testosterone, you might not even know it. If you're tired, groggy, just don't have that energy to attack your day that you once had, those are all signs of low testosterone. So work with Mentality. Go through their process. Go to lowtusa.com. Book that appointment. And if your testosterone levels are low, you then can continue to work with Mentality, as they will give you a customized testosterone treatment plan just for you. It's what they've done for me. And it's not one size fits all. It's not, oh, hey, here's what you need, now go about your day. No, it's every 12 to 13 weeks. I'm back with Mentality. They're checking up on me, making sure that the testosterone levels are where they need to be. And if they're not, they will adjust the dosages. It is fantastic. I cannot swear by it enough. So go to lowtusa.com. Mentality allows treatment to fit into every guy's lifestyle. Find out more about Mentality. lowtusa.com.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy are back after this on 94.5 ESPN.
All right, southbound on 41, backing up from just before Appleton Avenue all the way down to about Hampton. Northbound slowing from just before Mayfair Road up to about Hampton. So watch out for those delays. Southbound on 43's got just a little bit of a backup heading right past Silver Spring. Not too bad, though. Eastbound 94 slowing from 92nd Street through the Stadium interchange. Westbound is going to be backed up from about 35th Street to Mitchell Boulevard. Then you're back on the brakes from about Elm Grove Road all the way through to about Calhoun. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly sunny, hot, very humid, scattered thunderstorms mainly to the north. A high of 94, a heat index up to 105 tonight. Mainly clear and humid, a low of 77. Weather is brought to you by Good Health Saunas. Get your in-home infrared sauna today. Learn more at goodhealthsaunas.com/Jen and visit them at the Wisconsin State Fair Expo Center, July 31st through August 10th. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN. It's WTMJ's Debbie Lazaga for Comfort Awnings. This summer, I'm getting relief from the hot sun whenever I need it with my motorized retractable awning from Comfort Awnings. Sensors are also available that detect strong wind and rain to extend or retract your awning. They even protect against UV radiation so you can safely enjoy the outdoors all summer long. Family owned and located in Burlington, Comfort Awnings expertly installs custom awnings that fit your home and style. Right now, you can receive $250 off all all awnings and screens. Call 414-AWNINGS or visit comfortawnings.com.
This is Kevin Moret from Mentality. Every day is a silent competition, and with testosterone dropping 1% annually, you're fighting an uphill battle. Your colleagues notice when you lose your edge, your partner senses when your confidence wavers, and without addressing low T, you're set up to fail. No willpower can overcome this hormonal deficit. Mentality's FDA-approved treatments have shown a 30% increase in testosterone levels. Don't let low T define you. Reclaim your power at mentalityhealth.com/radio. That's mentalityhealth.com/radio.
You know what's great? Your contracting business is getting bigger. Here's the thing. The bigger your business, the bigger your pile of day-to-day tasks. Invoices, inventory, accounting. As you keep growing, so does the list. Service Titan is here to bring that list of tasks down to size. Our all-in-one solution for the trades makes managing your business needs, all of them, easier and faster than ever before. Learn how Service Titan can help manage the day-to-day of your business. Visit servicetitan.com.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible, overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
Adam Schefter here for Vivid Seats, your ultimate destination for all your sports and concert needs this summer. With a game-changing rewards program and an unbeatable selection of tickets, they make it easy for every fan to watch their favorite teams and players in action. Catch every home run and thrilling comeback in person from your favorite seat. Plus, every ticket is backed by a 100% buyer guarantee, giving you peace of mind with every purchase. Visit VividSeats.com or download the app today. Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
Every great team has its core players, but when the season gets tough, adding the right free agent can make all the difference. The same goes for business. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed plan to increase their use of contract talent to handle workload peaks and backlogged projects. With Robert Half's specialized recruiters' experience, combined with our award-winning AI, you can quickly find the skilled candidates you want. At Robert Half, we know talent. Discover how we can help at roberthalf.com/talent.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
There's two things she counts in the house. One of the pictures. What do you think the other one is?
Firearms.
Viagra.
On 94.5 ESPN.
When Kristen Bry was in studio with us at the top of the hour, she referenced Deep Thought. Not to be confused with the SNL skit from all those years ago, Deep Thoughts with Jack Handy. But Deep Thought, of course, is the boat that they removed from the shores of Lake Michigan here in Milwaukee. And now they are auctioning it off. I don't know if anybody has the auction site in front of them. I think Kristen said that the latest number was like over $1,000. Where are we at now?
Yeah, still sitting at $1,100. Since I woke up today, it's been sitting there at $1,100. Doesn't close until August 5th, so plenty of time to get your bids.
Well, we've all been to an auction, a silent auction, if you will, and you walk past something, you're like, "Ooh, I like that," but you don't want to put a bid in because you want to keep it low. You don't want to start a bidding war. So my guess is that's what happens. The closer we get to that end date, the more we'll see some action on it. What would you do with it? What would you do with the boat?
I mean, obviously, could you sell it for salvage and get more than what you're bidding for?
There's nothing left to salvage, Chew. It's already been torn apart. There are holes in the boat. It's basically 4 walls with graffiti at this point.
Exactly. What would you do with it? I mean, you put it in your yard and neighbors are going to complain and the town's going to fine you.
How is that any different than the beasties that all my neighbors have in the yards?
What are beasties?
Those figurines. Those
lawn trash?
Maybe it's called lawn trash. I don't know.
That's what Angie calls
I don't know what beasties are, going to be honest.
Those, the guys, the little figurines
Gnomes?
No. They were popular like 20 years ago or whatever. You could buy them. They were painted different things. They look like hippopotamuses, but they're not. I thought they were called beasties. Maybe they're not. Maybe I'm the only one who calls them beasties.
Even your description, I don't know what
I have no idea.
About.
They're the figurines that people put in their yards. They were on the corners all over. Oh my God. in Milwaukee. They had them on all the corners. They had artists, local artists who painted them in different designs, and then you could bid on them and auction them, and people have them in their yards.
I've got a fence.
That's not it.
Got a couple nice flowers.
I thought they were called beasties. Maybe they're not.
Driveway.
I found
I
what
got a
you're
garage.
talking about here. Dennis Pearson made them and I believe auctioned them off. They seem to be dinosaurs.
Yeah, come on, guys. You've seen them. They're called beasties. These things.
Never
and then they're
seen
painted.
One. Never.
Really?
I've never seen one
There
of
are a
those.
lot of people in our neighborhood that
Really?
have these suckers in their yards. Yeah,
Is
they're
Dennis
just
a
like,
neighbor or something? I've never seen these.
maybe Dennis is a neighbor. There's all different. They're all different sizes and colors and stuff.
Those are cool, but I've never
there
I've
he
never
is.
seen
Now he's coming around.
Literally,
Mr.
have never seen one of those.
Metal
I haven't
pine
either.
trees in his yard, who's calling it lawn trash. I was very confused. So anyway, would you do that with it? Would you just put it in the yard and it would be like a conversation piece?
Seems like a waste of space.
I can't believe I'm the only one who knew what a beastie was.
No. No, I would not put that in my yard.
Well, because you would not be allowed to put it in your yard.
And also, would you sully the lawn? No. I mean, I was thinking, guys, maybe you own a bar or you want to open a bar, right? And you're looking to draw up a little publicity, attention. Maybe you buy it, you shell it, and you use that as sort of the sign on the bar, and you write Deep Thoughts and you name the bar Deep Thoughts and you play off of this whole, Milwaukee sort of exclusive thing. I don't know,
but that seems expensive.
$1,000?
Well, to put a boat on the roof of your bar doesn't seem like it would.
I feel like if you had a big patio and you could somehow make it safe and have that like tucked in a corner,
sure,
that could be something. But I can't imagine the insurance company that you're paying is going to be too thrilled about a dilapidated boat.
Well, you're not trying to sail it.
Yeah, but just the dangers.
People climbing on it,
Yeah.
it's not going to be good for anybody.
Again, the only thing I can picture is having like a bar and you throw it up there on the roof and that's like, oh, this boat, it's a conversation piece. And maybe, you're driving around. Look, we were in the Dells this past weekend for vacation. They got plenty of that type of stuff in the Dells, like a boat sitting in the front lawn or a boat sitting on the roof of a bar wouldn't be that unusual up in the Dells.
Now, I would buy it, make it float if I could have an F-18 or whatever come by and just drop a bomb and blow it to smithereens. That would be cool.
On Earth?
That would be cool. I mean, that's the most expensive option that
Can't
we've
you
come
just
up
get
with.
some M80 or something like that?
I just want to see, because for the jets that were flying over for the air show,
yeah,
the Blue
just
Angels.
to see one of those things drop something and bomb, that'd be cool.
Just turn on a Marvel movie and get your rocks off that way. I mean, goodness. What the hell are we talking about?
Yeah. You can't drop a bomb in the lake and not kill a bunch of fish, right?
He gives me more crap than anybody I know. I mean, seriously.
more than your wife?
And
He gives you more crap than your wife does?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That is surprising, actually. Just understanding marital dynamics, it seems like she would have the upper hand there. All right, we'll take a break here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Still a lot of stuff to get to, and we are running out of time. Go figure. That's what we do here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Stick around.
It is a Wendorf Wednesday here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, and the Tony Wendorf and Associates bring you our conversations with Adam Schefter each and every week. If you missed it earlier today, check it out on the podcast and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Just like the moves made in the pros, Tony Wendorf and Associates, First Weber Real Estate Services, helps people make their own big moves every day. Trusted knowledge, superior service. They're the real estate MVPs of Wisconsin. If you're looking to buy or sell a house, make the move. Get in touch with Tony Wendorf and Associates.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy continues next on 94.5 ESPN. Crew Tuesdays are back on July 29th.
Churio sends it deep to left, and there she goes!
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the Chicago Cubs.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh, my goodness. Third deck.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Delta Dental of Wisconsin. Tune in July 29th at 6:40 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee, or check out your local listings to watch the game.
The Brewers return from the break with a jam-packed week of action. First up, a summer battle with the Marlins, July 25th through the 27th. Come for the action, stay for Pokemon Go Day on Friday the 25th, and a Bryce Terang bobblehead on Saturday the 26th, presented by Wintrust, Wisconsin's bank. Then, it's time to battle back when the crew takes on the Cubs for 3 games starting on July 28th. Get tickets for a week of Brewers action you don't want to miss at Brewers.com.
We've all had those moments walking through the Expo Center at the Wisconsin State Fair and thought, ooh, that would be nice to have. Hey, this is Jen Latta from Jen, Gabe, and Chewy telling you that my purchase of an infrared sauna from Good Health Saunas is one of the best things I've ever bought, and it came at the State Fair. I can feel the extra energy and flexibility that I've gained from using my sauna, plus my skin and hair look better than ever. And with the amount that I travel, its detoxification benefits are totally worth it. Visit Good Health Saunas at the Wisconsin State Fair. Full product details are available at goodhealthsaunas.com.
Evan Cohen here. Whether you're locking in your home run picks or riding with your favorite golfers this summer, ESPN Bet is your sports book for all the action. Go from checking stats on your favorite teams and players to placing bets in just a few taps. Plus, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet app and sign up with promo code USL to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-555-2085. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-555-2085. That's 800-555-2085. For $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with, call Big Lou at 800-555-2085.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman, here to tell you about my friends at Bank 5-9. Everywhere I go throughout the area, I see Bank 5-9, and it's no wonder why. Not only do they have 14 branch locations, but their employees spend nearly 9,000 hours each year volunteering in the communities that they serve. That's on top of the financial support that they provide to several hundred nonprofits right here in southeastern Wisconsin. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check them out today at bank59.com. Member FDIC.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
But she doesn't know every now and then I got the blammer coming up and I'll let you use my tractor for 2 of the blue things. Which I think's a pretty good deal, which gets me in trouble.
You got a Viagra ring? Yeah.
On 94.5 ESPN.
This is an ad by BetterHelp. Workplace stress is now one of the top causes of declining mental health, with 61% of the global workforce experiencing higher than normal levels of stress. I just got back from vacation, and it was great. Total detachment, right? But it's not a long-term solution if you're dealing with stress on a daily basis. Don't forget, therapy can help you navigate whatever challenges the workday might bring. I have benefited from therapy. I've been doing it for almost 20 years now at this point, and I feel like it has really helped me in my interpersonal relationships and navigate some of those challenges that creep up on you or maybe slap you right in the face. BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform. They've got more than 30,000 therapists, and they've served more than 5 million people globally. And it has a rating of 4.9 out of 5 based on more than 7 million client reviews. It is convenient. You can do it from your home, and you can switch therapists at any time. If you are sitting there going, I'm really struggling and I don't know what to do, this is an answer. BetterHelp. BetterHelp, HELP.com/timeout will get you 10% off your first month at BetterHelp.com/timeout because we're all better with help. Alrighty, let's see how we did on the old polls this morning. Will the Brewers have another double-digit win streak this season? 86% of people say no. Do you think they will have a 5-game win streak?
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
6? 7?
Yeah.
Well, again, I'm trying to figure out where the ouch button is.
I mean, again, these win streaks are incredibly rare. The Brewers.
They're going to have a 5-game losing streak, too.
No.
Yes.
No.
It just happens.
No.
It's like batters.
I don't think they'll have a 5-game losing
with the pitching?
streak. I don't think they're going to lose 5 in a row.
You don't think so?
No.
All right. Fair enough.
No, it's tough to have the record that they do. It's tough to be one of the best teams in the league and have a 5-game losing
But
streak.
I think you nailed it with the pitching staff that they have.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to have guys go out there and you're going to have them dominate. And look, again, The Miz dominated last night. We mentioned him 7 strikeouts in 3 2/3 innings, guys, is pretty dang good.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And again, I had to have that conversation with myself. Relax, Jen. Relax. Not that I had a couple bucks on the old 7.5 over for strikeouts or anything. But again, we're playing the long game here. We want him healthy. We want him available. We want him dominating down the stretch. And if you have to pull him a little early in these games, so be it. We also put it on the poll. Do you agree with the Packers being ranked a top 5 NFL team? That by The Athletic, their preseason poll, 58% of people say no, they don't. And I think that's fair. We haven't seen enough from the Green Bay Packers. There's a lot of potential. There's a lot of hope. But there are still some glaring areas that you really need guys to step up in order for them to perform at the level that we need them to perform at for a Super Bowl run.
Do we think they change? And this is something I want to ask Jason, because the first 2 games are going to be so important, right? You can't start 0-2. Everybody knows that that's like 90% of the time. You start 0-2, you're not going to make the playoffs. And they start with 2 tough games, granted both at home, against the Lions and the Commanders. Do they change how they approach training camp to try to hit the ground running a little bit earlier in the season because it's such a tough start?
No.
What would the change be?
I don't know, whether it's playing these guys a little bit more in some preseason games, getting them a little bit more action, just so they're accustomed to that. Playing a game the way you guys used to. Because it seems like in the NFL, everybody just wants to ease into the season. But when you have a tough start...
And they have the early bye, too, right?
Yeah, tough to ease into the season.
The only thing I'd like to see him do is, this is my receiver, he's getting more reps instead of just the share thing. I'm not a fan.
Well, it all begins today as the Green Bay Packers report to training camp. Our guy Josh DiMaggio will be up there this afternoon, and I'm sure Will D'Antalis will be talking about it right now on 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app.